So the question here is, can I use my overtime, or if I have two jobs, can I use both income? The bank has guideline for two jobs. So both jobs, you have to be working for both companies for at least 2 years. You started January 1st at ABC, you started January 1st at BCD, December 31st, whatever, 2 years or more, right? So we use that two job. But if you just started a job today, a new job, but the other job you've been working there for 2 years, we cannot use this new job because you haven't been there 2 years. Reason being, we don't want you to go get a job just to get the house, then quit the job. So that's why I want to see if you got a history of 2 years. So let's say I work at ABC Realty for 2 years. Today makes it 2 years. Then I work for BCD Realty for another 2 years. Today make it 2 years. But I left BCD and went and found another job. That's still 2 years because I don't have a break. But if I left BCD Realty today, I don't start till June 7th. That's 30-day gap. The lender will not use that. Some lender might use exception, but it gotta be really tight exception, right? They might waive it, but it might be tight. Because we gotta go back and see, do you have a history? Do you have a history of working two jobs? Not just because you want a two job just to buy the house. So two jobs gotta be consistent for 2 years, 2 years. Overtime, the same thing. If you've been working overtime if you work your job for a whole year, even to do overtime in 1 month, we're not gonna use your overtime. If you work overtime for multiple months or your average is higher, we will do that. But so if you just started doing, I want to buy a house, I'm going to start doing overtime, we're not going to use that overtime because you just started. We have to see you're not only just doing it to buy the house, you've been consistently doing overtime for the last couple of years. So if that answers your question, right, you need 2 year history for both jobs in order for the bank to use the two jobs, right? Overtime, the same thing. You got to be doing overtime for 2 years. So if you just got a new job, and you're doing overtime there, but the job you left, you weren't doing overtime, we can't use it. But if you left a job and you're doing overtime there and you start a new job, you're doing overtime there, that's consistent. That's 2 years. We'll take that to it. But you can't start a new job where you got a lot of hours and your previous job, you didn't have a lot of overtime hours. We can't use that because the risk is there. Maybe you get only, the assumption of the risk is hey, he or she wasn't doing it just to buy this house. That's why she's doing it overtime, right? Maybe she might go back to that old job. So all those risk analyses are involved in that decision making, but consistent overtime, consistent two job, no 30-day break between them, yeah, the bank will use that. Hope you answered the question, man, for whoever texted me on the overtime and the two job history.